Hello and happy Saturday to each and every one of you, Elite Team. First of all, let me thank you for making the choice to be a part of our travel team. I personally appreciate you, and I'm hoping that you're getting all that you can get out of your experience with Evolution Travel. Now, I'm sorry I can't be live on with you guys today to do this training, but this is one of the days where I have to be in two different places at the same time. So I still wanted to be able to be available to get you guys the information that you need. So this is going to be short and sweet, but make sure that you take notes. This is a recording and it will be put on our YouTube channel so that you can review it whenever you need to. So make sure you have something to write on and something to write with so that you can take copious notes. So let's get started. For those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, I am your one-star platinum consultant, Mrs. Nina Jackson Mitchell, affectionately referred to as the Platinum Peach. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, relocated to Honolulu, Hawaii for 8 years. So if you hear people call me Platinum Pineapple, it's because I got started while we were in Hawaii. But I recently relocated to Georgia, hence the new name, the Platinum Peach. And I'm enjoying my new life in Georgia. So I'm looking forward to getting to meet each and every one of you in person soon. And let's get started. Give me just a moment to get things going. So again, I am Mrs. Nina Jackson Mitchell, your one-star platinum consultant. And just to give you my credentials, I'm a 5-time IATAN certified travel agent. I'm also a 6-figure earner here in our wonderful company, Evolution Travel. I'm also a top 20 Travel Commission Award earner. I have been a recipient of this award for 5 years consecutively. I'm also a top 20 residual income earner for the past 18 consecutive months in our company, and we have now over 15,000 agents in our company. And I'm also your Founders Council member. I'm your representative. So if there's ever a time that you need something that is dealing with our company, please let me know so that I can be of assistance. I'm going to talk to you guys about steps to success in your travel business. And the very first step is to decide if you are going to work your business as an independent contractor or a branded business. So what that means, even though, excuse me, we are all independent contractors and affiliate with the Archer Travel Services, Evolution Travel, independent home-based travel agent program, you still have the choice to either work your business simply as an affiliate, or you can choose to brand yourself by creating an actual business. It's totally up to you. There's no good or bad. It's not one that I would suggest you do over the other. It just really depends on what you want to do with this opportunity. Next in your steps to success in your travel business is to name your business. If you decide that you're going to brand yourself and your business, figure out a name for it. Now, don't worry if you can't think of a name right away. You can simply name it after you, because after all, you're a brand in yourself and in your own right. Take some time and make sure that you name your business. Also, do a check online to see if there are any other businesses with that name. You definitely don't want to violate anybody's copyright that they have or trademark that they have on that particular name. So make sure that you do a check online to see if there's another business with that name. The next thing you want to do if you have a branded business is to get a virtual address. Now, you can find different mechanisms to do this just by simply Googling virtual address. I was able to find one very affordable for only $9 a month. And it is an actual address, and I use that to register my business, which is what we're going to talk about soon. But they do have some very affordable virtual addresses. Your next step to success in your own travel business is to get a business phone number. You want to separate your business life from your home life, your personal life, right? So you can get an actual free number from Google Voice, or you can Google some other mechanisms that you can use to get a business phone number. Google Voice is absolutely free, and we love free 99. Next, you want to get a free federal ID number, an EIN number. Now, be really careful when you are Googling federal tax ID number, because there are some services that charge you to assist you in getting your EIN number. But you can do this for free. So make sure that you are looking at the government website for this and not one of the help sites. Next in your steps to success in your travel business is to seek advice. So you want to seek advice from a tax professional who can give you advice on how you're going to file your taxes so that you don't end up owing the government. You're going to talk to your tax professional to find out if it would be beneficial for you to incorporate your business or to create a 501c3, which is a nonprofit organization, whether you should create an LLC. Talk to your travel professional or sole proprietorship. Talk to your tax professional to get that advice. You also want to talk to a lawyer to make sure that you get the proper advice on setting your business up properly. Find out what you need for your particular state, in your particular city, in order for you to be operating your business legally. And finally, talk to an accountant. You want to make sure that you have all of the keys that you need in order to prepare your business financially for success. Now, don't panic thinking that, oh my gosh, my business is new or my business is not really profitable right now. I can't afford these things. There are free tax services, free legal services, free accounting services in almost every state in the United States. So do a Google search for free tax advice, free legal advice, free accountant advice. Okay? Remember, Google is your friend. Next, in your steps to success in your travel business is to register your business in your state if your state is one that requires it. Now, I lived in Honolulu, Hawaii for 8 long years, and it was required for me to register my business in the state of Hawaii, and I also had to pay taxes. I had to pay taxes quarterly in Hawaii for my business. So you want to make sure that you do a Google search to find out if it is required for you to register your business in your state, and then do so. Do not hesitate to call the governing agencies in your area to get directions on how to register your business. They have agents that work for these agencies that their job is to actually help you get that done. So don't be afraid to reach out. Next in your steps to success in your travel business is to become visible. Create a LinkedIn page if you don't already have one where you list your business. You want to get your business listed on Google, and you can actually do that for free. Create a business page on Facebook and other social media platforms. If you already have this done, then you are ahead of the curve. So congratulations. Next in your steps to success in your travel business is to get business cards. Again, don't panic if your business is not profitable yet, or if you're brand new and you can't afford business cards. You can simply make a virtual business card. You can make yours at home and print them out. You can use stores like Vistaprint, who is always having some type of monster sale, We also have agents right in our company like Deidre Driscoll, who actually makes business cards and does a very good job of them. Check with your teammates to find out who may be offering this service and see if you can barter some services. So if you have a different type of business, you can possibly offer a service for a service. Utilize your resources, but you definitely need business cards to set yourself up for success. Next, set up an office space. Since we are home-based travel agents, this would be in your home. If you don't have a room to dedicate to an office, that's fine. Create a place, maybe in your living room or in your family room, in your den, or even in your bedroom. Set aside a specific space for you to work in. As your business becomes profitable, then you can add to your workspace. But make sure you have a place to sit, a place to use as a desk or a table, a place to set up your iPad, your laptop, or your desktop so that you can work from. It is also important to have a designated workspace so that when you set your work hours, which we're going to talk about soon, and you are planning your work day, you can condition your mind to understand, I'm sitting here in this space. This is travel work for me. When you get up and you shut everything down, you are conditioning your brain to know I'm done working travel for the day. Being organized is a major key to success. Speaking of being organized, get a planner and a whiteboard. Put both in the area where you will be working. Put your whiteboard up on the wall, and you will be using it to keep track of the clients that have asked you for quotes, the clients who are currently traveling, and the commissions that you are waiting to receive. Use your planner to plan your daily attack on the travel industry. Write down in your planner what hours you're going to work and what you plan to do during that time. Be as specific as possible in your planner. From what time to what time will you watch a YouTube video on travel to Savannah, Georgia? From what time to what time will you return calls from clients who have called you the previous day? From what time to what time will you do research for quotes? And from what time to what time will you send out the quotes? Be specific. Keep your planner updated and keep your whiteboard updated every single day. Establish work hours. This is a major key. Be as specific as possible, because if you don't set work hours for your travel business, you'll either neglect your business or overwork it, leaving no time for you to enjoy your travel perks, your family, no time to focus on your 9 to 5 if you're still working on one, or no time to just enjoy being yourself. Be sure to establish work hours. Now, there's no template to how many hours you should be working travel per day. However, if you are a new agent, you should be touching something in travel for at least 5 to 30 minutes a day, every day, until you get acclimated. But make sure that you establish work hours. Get a landing page or a website. Now, there are plenty of mechanisms that you can set this up for free, like on Wix, Wix. You can create a landing page for free using Wix. And there are quite a few others, but create a landing page that you can customize with more detail than what your booking engine and your website can communicate that you get from the company. You want to be able to give people an insight on your life. Explain who you are, where you're from. Tell them what your family is like. Tell them about how much you've traveled. Give them a way to click inside your landing page to get to your booking engine, and give them a way to get directly to you from your landing page. Now, if you are not tech savvy, like I am not, there are mechanisms that you can use like Fiverr, 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 that has contractors that charge a little to nothing to create a website or landing page for you. So check them out. There are also people right in our company that can do this as well. Prepare your plan of attack. So you are going to go into your workspace, check out your whiteboard, check your planner to see what you have written for the day, and then sit down and get to it. You're going to use all of the mechanisms that I previously mentioned, and you're going to use that to attack travel for that particular day. This is a major key to success. The most important step to your success is to show up for yourself. Take all of these keys to success and actually use them. If you take your business seriously and you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business. So I'm hoping you got something from this, and I'm hoping that you take the training and you actually utilize the keys and that you are successful in the travel space. Do not suffer in silence. Let us know what we can do to assist you along the way. Stay plugged into the team and to your teammates and give it your best shot. Have a great day on purpose.
Well, I hope you guys are taking notes, because that is some information that is just invaluable. And if you follow those steps, you are going to be definitely setting the foundation up that you need to be successful in your business and for yourself. Miss Shauna Kelly, are you available?
I am. I'm right here. Thank you.
I thought that we might do a little Q&A, see if anybody had any questions about any of our tips or tricks, or our Platinum Peaches training. I do know that I saw earlier, directly after I'd finished mine, about the name of the app, and it's just moshow.com. But like I mentioned, you can find it on the internet, but you have to actually download the app from your Google Play Store or the App Store in order to use it. And that's just moshow.com.
I just shared that as well in the chat.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Tanya.
Welcome, welcome.
Any questions at all that anybody has about pretty much anything? Ask it now. We can try our best. And by the way, I'm already making my own moshos, just to let you know.
Yeah, and literally it takes you seconds. Am I right? Okay, yeah. People are like, oh my God, how do you do it? And I'm like, it's embarrassing to show how easy. I'm like, I'm not a genius. It's just that easy.
I do use Canva as well.
Oh, I love
Canva is another free 99 one. You can get a platinum, just like you can in Mosho, but you don't need to. But I use that.
Yeah.
Who can help with websites?
I do.
Trying to help specifically, Kim. Because a lot of times if you go to GoDaddy, they have, when you get your website, I have my own website and I do mine through GoDaddy. There is, it kind of self teaches you, but they can set one up for you. And you could also go to Fiverr. GoDaddy.com, I'll put it in there. And if you want to see my website and any other agents that have a website that is, oh, Canva. Canva.
I put my website in.
Great question, Shanta. I use, oh, here, I'll put mine in. I use my
yeah, go ahead.
To do email blast on there. It's super easy to do, and you can actually just import all of your information. I do it from my booking portal that I use, and also from the any emails that I have already from all my customers or anybody. And then I go into GoDaddy and they have an email service in there. Canva or GoDaddy. So GoDaddy is where you can get your domain name, purchase your domain name, and then they can help you get a MailChimp is good too. And then they can help you get your own website all put on. Wix is another, WIX. Who do you do yours with? Is it GoDaddy, Amy?
I create websites. My one that I have on my trend is through GoDaddy. I did exactly what you suggested to do. And that's what taught me and got me in the direction of venturing out a little bit. But GoDaddy is super simple. You don't have to be tech savvy. It really does lay it all out for you.
It does, and they have very beautiful, if you type in that you're a travel agent, they already have something that you could design yourself. Again, I put in my destination vacation AZ, and Amy put in hers, which is how do you say that? Trend. Okay,
Trend.
I'm like, I don't know. Travel. And so if you want to look at examples, and then of course, Nina has hers. What is hers? Pearls and
Stars and Pearls.
Stars.
It might just be straight Stars and Pearls.
I think we need to look that up because I don't know.
I'm gonna Google that.
Google that. Now, anytime you hear Google that, you'll think of me, y'all. Pearls and stars. Stars and pearls, pearls and stars, whatever. Thanks, Ron.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions that anybody has? Either on this training or the tips and tricks?
Yeah, I think something that Nina hit on that I hear all the time, but people don't really, I don't think people take it very seriously, but when we say don't suffer in silence, we mean just that. We can only guess what questions people may be having, especially when you're brand new coming into the business. But even if you've been in the business for a year or even longer than that, and you've got questions that you think are so simple that you should have already known the answers to, there's no reason at all not to ask those questions. We're all available. The Facebook group is phenomenal at answering questions right away, but don't suffer in silence. I mean, even if you feel like it's silly or you've already been told, no one's going to point that out. Okay, we're just all here to learn together and help each other grow, because that's the way to do it. It's to have fun with friends.
Yes, right. Ron just added in his rnevacations.info, which is another great one to go to, which I know Erica Hicks and Ron both run. And so that's a great one to go to. And Erica does most of our media for our team. I know I do some and Amy does some as well, but she does a lot of the media for the team. So I think that that's a great one as well. Our 3 sites are usually pretty well done for people to see if you have any other questions about sites and everything. But other than that, for sure, make sure that you ask us any questions that you need. Yeah, so Kim's actually one of my agents, and so you don't find anything in her price point then. Okay. And it's during the time period, or there's a lot of questions like that for booking that we could go through. I don't know if anybody else needs help like this. Happy to help on that. Okay, so in her time period, Amy, do you want to add anything on this? Because
I was just going to say that, and it was really hard for me to become comfortable doing it, but it has saved me a lot of heartache and hassle and backtracking. But if there is a time that a client brings to you a budget and they're wanting to go to Jamaica for 7 days, 2 adults that simply isn't going to be possible. I mean, I've tried, pricing vacations through the suppliers. I've tried doing them separate piece by piece to see if I could find some wiggle room. If the budget does not meet the vacation, or should I say the vacation meet the budget, it's okay to let your clients know ahead of time that's not going to be possible. And maybe it just means that they need to shorten their days of how long their vacation is. Maybe it means that they just need to have a different time frame that they go. And also, I always try to remind people that you need to schedule these vacations out further rather than next month I want to go somewhere, because that's going to be really hard to find what they're looking for then as well. So that's the only thing I would add.
I agree on that. And I think one of the other things to talk to them about is when you're qualifying them, to make sure that they haven't already done their own search. And if they did, ask them where. Say, have you found $130? I'm not finding that to be a realistic budget for your vacation. And using the word cheap generally isn't something I do within a consultation or when speaking. I usually say within your money. Yeah, see, December is a high season and high demand, especially in LA area. Are they going to Disney? Is this your Disney family, Kim? Okay, yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult for them to find that. So if they found something, find out where and make sure that they know the value of finding something in the budget that you can, if you're not too far off. You have to give them the value of what you're offering them. And that's going to be with your research and with making sure that you find something that's advantageous for them. Find something that has a free shuttle or things that you know that they've said that they want to do. Make sure that you find something like that.
And I actually took that question off of the questionnaire to when you're trying to vet your client. And I've added that onto the questions I ask. And it is asking what Shauna just pointed out. Have you already, looked into this vacation or researched, or are you working with another travel agent? These are good questions to get in the beginning. So you kind of already have a start off point, because right away they're going to tell you, oh yeah, I've looked at this and this and this, or they're going to be like, oh, that's why I'm calling you. And it kind of gives you an idea of where you stand.
Right. And Kim, for Disney, it's always a busy time. Honestly, anything Disney in Orlando, there's of course the higher seasons, and usually generally in December for most destinations, because it is holiday season. Holiday seasons are always going to be high. So that's generally, it depends on the time frame in there in December. Usually in the very beginning of December, and at Disney, I usually could get better cost.
These are great questions.
Yeah, they're wonderful questions. Yeah, no problem, Kim. Thank you for asking. I appreciate your question here.
And that brings up a good question that I've didn't think of originally in the beginning. And it's about seasons. Because if you look out ahead of time on your calendar and you know when spring break is, then you can start gearing your marketing or your content towards people getting ready to book for spring break. Don't wait until the month before, because that's going to be almost too late. I mean, you can still find things, but it's going to be almost too late. So I ended up taking a calendar and, having each month blocked off for my 12 months. And I wrote down the important holidays, the ones that everyone like, I can't think of the word, the traditional ones,
Sure.
the popular ones, that's what I was going to say, so that I can plan out far enough in advance and get ready to market for the next season, which I did not do in the beginning.
And Kim and everyone, just so you know, doing a shoulder season, meaning a season that's just right either before or after your high season, sometimes is pretty advantageous. For example, September and October starts this shoulder season for for Scotland and Ireland. And it's a wonderful time to go. It's more in October that you get that shoulder season than you do in some of September. But August, busiest month, and don't go. Just don't go. Don't try to send somebody if they have to be there for that, because a lot of, I know you are, Miss Kim. Kim started as my client and I'm sending her to Scotland. So, so she, but when we looked at August, I was like, no, way too many people for her. She didn't want to have that. And so we're starting her at a later date in September. So shoulder seasons might be better to look at for some of your clients. We digressed a little bit here, but I think we could probably give you a little bit more time if anybody comes up with any questions. Don't be
I
sorry.
have been monitoring and haven't seen any new questions. So unless you have any, ma'am, I don't have any new ones.
I don't. Thank you everyone for your time.
Absolutely. We know it's a Saturday and you could have been absolutely anywhere else, but taking this time to plug in and get your questions answered is huge. And we appreciate it. Oh, no. Oh, you're welcome. I was like, oh, we got another question. No, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you guys. We are going to go ahead and take that as questions have ended. But again, from your Platinum Peach and all of us on the Elite team, we appreciate your time, your questions, and your thoughtfulness sharing this training with us. And it is now going to be officially over. Have a great rest of your weekend.